So hey guys, a little bit ago I tried these rollerblades outside on the sidewalk and streets, and there's some inclination, some hills. It's not flat pavement, so I mean you got to be careful going down the hills with these because they do speed up, and if you don't know how to stop well, um, I noticed I was watching some, skating YouTube shorts, and they were talking about these little tips on, if you're not a professional, then don't be going down hills. So I was like using the grass to stop and stuff quite a bit. Um, but I noticed, the pavement, what's it called, asphalt, stuff like that. It's a little bit rough. And people talk about how these 480 millimeter wheels, they're low to the ground. You feel every single little bump in the road. And they talk about if you get the bigger wheels, the 110 millimeter wheels, you don't feel the bumps on the road as much. It's I guess a smoother ride. So when I was using these in the store, like Academy, Sports and Outdoors, stuff like that, the stores have much smoother ground. It's polished. It's so using these in the store, it was very, very smooth. But I knew this was coming, but when I use it outside, it's really bumpy, and there's a lot of obstacles, and so it's not the same experience as like using them in a smooth store floor. So I was thinking about returning these, to be honest, and getting the 3-wheel 110 millimeters. Apparently they're not that much more difficult. But I'll be honest, again, these people talk about how these are much lower to the ground, and yeah, I didn't fall. Well, I fell once, because I was going down it was like when I first put them on, and I was going down like a grass hill to get to the concrete and stuff, and yeah, like the hill was very down, and I don't know why I thought I could just stomp through that, and the grass would prevent me from rolling. But I rolled, and it was nothing. It was nothing. I just fell on my butt for like 1 second, and I did it on purpose because I started rolling, and I just put them on for the first time, and I was going down a grass hill. But once I got on the concrete, I was slipping around a bit and fumbling around quite a bit, but I didn't fall. And it's true. Like, it's very low. It reminded me of when I was a kid and I had a pair of rollerblades. I think I only had one pair of rollerblades, and honestly, I think I remember the wheels being like literally plastic. It could have been the same stuff, but I just, I remember it just being shredded after using them for a while on the wheels. I just remember it being really plastic, shredded to death. So they were probably really cheap. These look like rubber wheels, and they're already kind of, like you see it like it's dirt mostly, maybe. So maybe the wheel isn't actually that bad off. But I'm thinking about returning them. They were $130. You could argue, why don't you just keep them? Because a lot of people who are into rollerblades, they say, these are good for certain situations, and then the bigger wheels are better for other situations. But I have to admit, the benefits of the bigger wheels, them talking about it, made me kind of realize, like, maybe I shouldn't even have these. Maybe I should just get the bigger wheels. Because I could, my ankles, my feet were not enjoying it. It was a very bumpy ride, a lot of impact and shock to my feet using these. And I think some of it has to do that I'm not using them right all the time. I'm kind of stomping around and stuff and twisting my ankles and stuff a bit more than I should be. So I like them, but I just feel like it's too rocky, too bumpy, too shocky on my feet, especially, like, again, if people go out of their way to find good terrain, good pavement to use, and I'm using like asphalt that's pretty textured, and it just feels like I'm just tearing up the wheels and tearing up, my feet, to be honest. But yeah, I mean they're okay. Would I buy them again? Honestly, after the first ride, I'm going to be serious here for a second. I probably wouldn't buy them. I'd probably just buy the 110 millimeters, because all the complaints. Apparently, those are a relief in those categories. To a rocky ride, you want a smoother ride, then you get the bigger wheels. You want longer. A lot of people say these are good for training. They're good for intermediate, beginners, and then you get the bigger wheels. So I think it really reminds me of when I was a kid. When I was like 10, I think I had. Maybe I was older, probably not, to be honest. So I was a little kid and I was stomping around in rollerblades like this, and it feels like I'm right back there, like. And again, I don't think I got any better than I am right now. Maybe a little bit better. Maybe I had a little bit better balance. But I think with a little bit more practice. But again, I think the worst thing is I don't really enjoy the ride. It's very bumpy, lots of shock on your feet, and I should have got the bigger wheels, I think. But I'm gonna keep trying them, I guess. Maybe I just feel like at the store they don't even have the 3 wheels. At the store I went to, they just had a bunch of 80 millimeter small wheels. They didn't have the big wheels. You have to order them online. So I'm probably gonna order them online. Probably use these a little bit more. I don't know if it's worth going back to the store to return it. Probably is. After I kind of realized I wasted a lot of money over the past year that I didn't need to waste. It's kind of like, what, $100? That's chump change compared to the thousands I wasted. Anyway, I'll see you guys later.